we go.
No overlap.
No. I got to put my foot down.
If it's no overlap, I'm going first.
You can pick whoever you want. Rob and I will make
But
different picks.
I just don't understand why we can't do things together.
Because it's a show about content. We're supposed to talk about games, different
I know
games.
we are, but we can agree on something.
The Pat Mayo Experience.
Pat Mayo Experience. Pat Mayo Experience. Pat Mayo Experience. Experience.
Welcome to the Pat Mayo Experience, presented by Underdog. We've arrived to week 1. This is the NFL Best Bet Show, plus a teaser, plus Survivor, maybe even some props if everyone's feeling generous. Towards the end of the show, I'm feeling generous, so I'm going to give one of you $250 cash in the comment section after you sub to Mayo Media Network. And smash that like. Gotta do that. Give me your favorite bet for week 1, spread or total, or hell, even give me a prop. We'll be having the prop show coming up on Saturday morning once we get a few more props dropped out. And as is the rule on the Best Bet Show, that we don't really talk about Thursday Night Football because we want people to enjoy this the entire time. So no mineral picks for Thursday Night Football. Isn't that right, Cam Stewart?
What about Friday?
I hadn't considered that. No Friday, no Thursday.
Okay. I wasn't going to go there anyway. Just wanted to see where we're fucking going. But anyway, nice to see Pizzola again. He's less beat down than I thought from the System of a Down concert. When I go to concerts, I usually are still lying in a ditch, but he looks like he did pretty well. Good for you, Rob.
I'm rocking the backwards hat because I got the bedhead going on. I woke up 15 minutes ago, put on a coffee. But you know what? I think we've turned a new leaf this year because Pat fired off a promo off the top, the $250 promo, and Cam didn't immediately ask whether or not he was eligible for the $250.
That was coming later, Rob. one thing at a time. By the way, I fucking wake up today. You want to hear what kind of stooge I am, Rob? I go to the superstore, line up. I got like 18 items in my cart. Visa doesn't work. Wrong Visa. I have to put them back in the cart, go back. Fucking like people are raging. There's like 9 people behind me. I'm like, great. And it's pissing rain too. Yeah. Welcome to, I honestly, Pat, we've talked about this before in the past, but I'm getting very close to finding out what kind of Santeria spells work. I don't know what to do with, but like there's some, even my girlfriend said, she goes, you got a fucking dark cloud. Like, I don't know. Like it's just lingering around. I'm not saying like brutal, but just dumb shit. Annoying shit, like all the time, things going wrong. Like nothing ever goes fucking smooth. Like I can't have a day where it's just nice and easy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got something for you that might change your fortunes.
Okay. Well, is it money?
It is.
Oh.
I am running a Survivor pool on Splash Sports. It's $50 to join. There's $500,000 American Cam guaranteed in the prize pool. There's currently 4,500 people in it. It's not even half full at the moment. So you might want to get into that if you want to try to win some cash because you're not competing against the entire prize pool here. You do have till Monday to join. So if you don't like the Thursday, you can enter on Thursday, lose, re-enter on Friday, lose, then re-enter on the weekend, lose, then re-enter on Monday night, and then it's locked if you really want to get into it. It's on Splash Sports. The link is in the description now. Pizzola, I got to fill this thing. It's not going well.
Yeah, you know what? Survivor pools, the way that they kind of work is last minute, a lot of people tend to join these things. People wait right until the very last point. I've gotten like 15 reminder emails for some pools that I haven't joined yet, which I'll do today. So at some point, there will be a big influx today, Pat, when people realize, well, it's last minute, football's actually starting.
I just don't see a way that it fills, Cam. So either way, you're going to beat the rake on it regardless.
Sure. Hey, I'm up for anything, Pat. Like, fuck, you tell me what to do. You say jump, I say how high. I'm in a couple too, but really bothers me that my old bookie used to have kind of like a, Rob knows that, the circuit contest, Rob picked 5 or 6 against the spread and he gassed it this year. So it's like a lot of people I don't understand why they're getting out of the business, but those are my favorite type of pools. Why don't we should do like a pick 'em pool, pick every game with spread or without spread or whatever, but it's kind of too late for that now, I'm thinking. Well, but maybe next year.
This pool that Pat's running is much better than like the local bookies take like 20% off the top of every single entry. It was every year it increased. It was getting out of hand at some point.
Like some of these contests in Vegas, the same fucking thing, Rob. It's not like they're free or whatever. Like it's hard to get a no vig type of thing going on. You have to pay proxies. You have to do this. You have to do that. Like it's a gouge job. Let's call it for what it is.
Yeah, and even if someone runs a personal pool like that, unless you do it in person with cash, if you try to collect that money through, let's say, PayPal, Rob, I've seen people freezed out on the money, like they can't access their money anymore.
That's it's something that every gambler has had happen to them at one point or another with a PayPal account. Multiple transactions come in within half an hour, accounts frozen. You have to deal with PayPal support. Never again. That's not happening. Yeah, there's so many logistical issues with running these pools, but yeah, this sounds like a good one, Pat. And if there's going to be overlay, I mean, it makes a lot of sense for people to sign up.
You can do that at Splash Sports. I'm actually surprised, though, what Cam had mentioned, Rob, that it's weird that Survivor ended up getting all the traction once these sweepstakes contests ended up becoming non-illegal in a lot of places, that spread pick'em pools, or even something like the pick 5 spreads, pick 6 spreads, that those contests haven't proliferated through these sites versus Survivor. Well, I think everyone kind of enjoys the other ones more.
I don't know. It's tough to say. I think definitely with Survivor, the allure to it is that anyone feels they can participate and have a chance, right? Even my wife, for example, who doesn't watch football, can just pick one team every week. And that's opened it up to the masses. Whereas like these pick 5s, pick 6s, whatever it may be, you tend to not get like the super casual type of fan. So, I'm looking at the explosion in Survivor now. It kind of reminds me of like poker in the early 2000s when Chris Moneymaker won the World Series of Poker. Like you look at some of these Vegas contests now. Last year, you have like over $10 million prize pools for some of them, circa Survivor last year. So I think it's just like the accessibility nowadays for these Survivor pools. It's just so easy that anyone can literally join.
It's weird though, Cam, because you said that you'd like a pick'em pool where you have to pick every single game against the spread. I remember going to my dad to a pub when I was probably like 6 or 7, like every Sunday morning, and he would be there with his sheet, and all the guys at the bar had like their hand submitted things, and they each paid whatever. You got like a weekly payout. There was the overall prize, and they were pretty casual. They just enjoyed betting on something.
Dude, I hang out with guys from Chuck's. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like Chuck's Roadhouse? Like we do it with pen and paper. We have a bar pool every week. The problem is now guys with money are trying to knock down the pool. So we have to let you kick, because it's only 10 or 20 bucks for the pick 6, and then we have a pick 'em. So guys with money are going, oh, can I get 10 entries and shit like that? And casual guy sitting there after his fucking paint jobs going like, what are you doing? I just want to have some fun here. That's the whole problem. Like everybody gets greedy, but anyway, I love those pools because, yeah, it's just regular people. Like my fantasy pool with my buddies from high school, people are like laughing, oh, a bunch of stoners. I love these guys. We walk in, these guys are still rolling in with their magazines, like, you know what I mean, from 4 months ago. And we do it pen and paper. Visine Vince does it like we do it like a document, and it's fun. Everything else is now on a fucking computer, and that's what we do. One every year, no matter what we're doing, how busy we are. All my buddies have kids. We get together for that one day, get annihilated, and do a fantasy football draft. It's actually one of the highlights of my year.
So, Rob, I'm playing in one this year. I got invited to it, and I think I want to do something like this for next year. Obviously, it's way too late to do this. I got to find the proper site to manage this through. Maybe it's the one that I'm doing it on, although this one's a bit rinky-dink that get cobbled together. But it's a spreads, totals, and teasers league.
Wow.
And it's $500 to enter, and you can rebuy if you run out of money. You can rebuy for the other $500, I think, up until the end of October or something like that.
Right.
But you get allocated $10,000, like dollars worth of money, and then it's basically just a bankroll. It's now my out for every real stupid bet that I want to make throughout the course of the season, every stupid parlay that now I don't actually have to risk my own money on it. I can use this play money to do it. And the top prize is like 30 grand or something. So I just thought that was there's a way to do this that I think that would be a lot of fun.
I love this idea. So here's the problem I have with like the pick 5 pool Survivor, right? People win these pools and they claim like they're the best NFL bettors and whatever. There's so much luck involved in those. Whereas this one is actually, there's still luck involved, but this is like a test of your betting acumen. Like if you're given a bankroll and you actually have to bet using it, and it's whoever finishes up the most money, like that's a real test of betting rather than picking against stale lines or Survivor or whatever. So I love stuff like that. I'd love to see some innovation in the space. We probably will see it. I mean, every market tends to evolve some way or another. But that's a very interesting idea that I think, could be mass adopted at some point.
Yeah, you could even put in props into it, Cam. And if you get too good at the props, even that site can limit you on how much you can bet on props.
Yeah, we got to come up with something. I'll leave it up to you two fucking guys because I have no clue. But things need to change. Like this whole betting space now, it's just it's so fucked. Like it's out of control. Like it's like even the content on Twitter. Like every single buddy and their mother's into this shit now. I remember Rob when we were working at the Score, Pat, you two. Gabe, like 30 years, like, you know what I mean? We've been doing this for a long time. It's just like, what the hell happened here? Like, it's just, I don't know. It's just, I don't know what to say.
No,
I sound like an old debt jackass.
Yeah, you did. You sound like a guy who was a fan of a band that was really low key and you love them. Then they got super popular and now you hate them. That's what happened to gambling with you.
I understand the point of view though. Like with Cam and Gabe at Hardcore Sports Radio, like they were just ahead of their time basically. And now everybody's doing so when you were doing that 15 years before everyone else, I can understand the frustration when you see other people doing it nowadays. But I mean, there's just so much money to be had in this space.
Frustration. It's just people who are hypocrites. That's all it is. It's like all the people who are
looked down on for betting back in the day.
Scumbag, and now you're doing the same thing. Okay, bud. I'll tell you.
So Splash Sports, you can get the link in the description to the $50 Survivor. You can enter up to 150 times. Please go do that. Help me out on that one. Yep. I know Feinberg's in for a bunch, but Feinberg and I are both waiting until the Thursday results. What would be your strategy for that, Rob? Because knowing that you can rebuy if you lose till the end of week 1, would you take Dallas a bunch of times? Would you take Philly a bunch of times? And like, okay, I'm locked in. I got all my teams through to next week. Or try to take a chance against a very popular pick earlier on in the week. Like Philly's going to be a very popular pick. Would you waste any of your entries on Dallas knowing that you will rebuy if you lose?
You're talking, is it pure Survivor? Or are you still talking about the pool where you're
No, pure Survivor.
So I would never play Dallas in any Survivor.
Okay.
There's just no point on it. If it's rebuys, you can I think a very good strategy would be to play Philly in Survivor.
That's what I'm doing. All my entries have Philly on them.
Because Philly's an 8.5 point favorite. Denver's the same, but Denver's going to be like 4 times more owned than Philly because nobody ever wants to play the Thursday games. And because Philly has a lot of opportunities where you can use them later on in the year. So people start to think in their head, well, I'm saving this team for this week and that. But at the end of the day, the ownership's going to be so low on the Eagles relative to all these other teams. So with the possibility of rebuying as well, I think it's a no-brainer to play Philly week 1.
Cam, who do you like? So just before we get into the gold, silver, and broads, the spreads and everything for the week, for Survivor only, I like Denver a lot this week, obviously, but I'm going with Philly. Like, would you use Arizona on the road against New Orleans?
I prefer not to. Actually, you know what crazy fucking team I want to use? Jacksonville.
See, so Cam, we've now reversed roles.
Yep. Oh wow, and I'm with Cam on this one. I think.
Now, Panthers are where you want to be.
I've changed a lot. My brain's so fucked up. Like I'm doing things that are smart when I used to do things that are dumb, and vice versa. Like everything is crazy to me. Like I have no idea what I'm thinking about, what I'm doing, what the fuck. Like I'm looking, going, well, Jacksonville. Like I think they're going to win the division for God's sakes. Like
that's good. It's
Rob.
Good to be able to change.
I'm evolving.
Your opinion. Yeah. If you're stuck in your ways, I like that for you, Cam.
I'm never really stuck in my ways. Like I do take different things, but you're right, Rob. Like, no, my problem is sometimes a perfect example was 2 Italians are playing in tennis and I want to see Musetti play well. And I bet him on the spread when I know he's going to get his ass kicked because I want action. That's fucking dumb. And those are things that Rob doesn't do, but you guys know me. That's what I do because I want to have bets on everything, but I got to get better at it. Bankroll is a problem, but you know, Rob, you know, I respect you guys for doing that. I'm just wired differently. I just like when I go to the track, other people are like, how am I going to make money? I'm like, I fucking love that feeling of that my fucking horse coming 4 wide and just coming up and making a move right at the wire. It's like some people's sex. It's like whatever. That is the rush that I get of having action on everything. And I wish I wasn't like that. But I have an addictive personality. When I like something, I do it to a real.
Never seen that before.
Yeah, it could be really fucking bad, actually. But anyway, this isn't a story about my life. This isn't Cam H. I'm changing my tune a little bit this year. I'm going a little bit. We'll still have some fun with some cat themes and worker themes, and you know the parishioner, like the Jesus themes, or cardinals and saints and whatever. But you know, because that's fun entertainment. That's what the people like. But for me in betting, I gotta figure it out, like, and be smarter with my money because I do a lot of dumb shit.
Well, if you do want to be smarter with your money, the Sharp Stack app from 4for4 is out now. If you go to 4for4.com/Mayo, you can sign up and get a free 7-day trial, and then you get 25% off using code Mayo after that. If there's a week to do it, Rob, is week 1 the best betting week or week 2?
It depends on who you ask. I like the last week of the NFL season as the best betting week. because so many people are just betting on these teams that they think need to win games. But any week suffices. I mean, week one, everything is unknown. I think there's more of an even playing field for everyone betting week one because there's no data to work with yet. You're just like relying on your opinions from the offseason. So week one is also good.
So the SharpStack app right now, Cam, it has spreads, totals, props. It even has an ARB tool in it for you if you just want to play both sides and bank some cash. If that's the way you want to do it, it has a bet tracker in it for you.
Arbitrary?
Arbitrage.
Arbitrage. Sounds like a horse. What is that? Pick six? Like what the fuck's arbitrage?
Sounds like something you do with rowing at the Olympics.
Yeah, arbitrage. Is that what it is? It sounds like no, but it sounds like what you're talking about.
It does.
It's something with trage.
It's something like
yeah, you got me thinking. It's some kind of horse thing where they like jump over water. No, it's not that.
I'll give you an example.
Just send me the information because I don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
So yeah, well, it's 4for4.com/Mayo. We'll get you. That's the highest one, and it gets you everything. Get you your DFS package, get you projections, fantasy rankings. If you get the top SharpStack sub for 25% off, you get everything. But here's an example for this one. So the biggest one on the board right now, if you had like $100 to bet, Cam, you have Isaac Tesla for the Lions at one book right now. His over of 1.5 receptions is plus 140, and his under at another book of 1.5 is plus 120. So you'd bet like $48 on one side, 52 on one side,
right in the middle,
and you guarantee yourself $14.
Yeah. It's betting both sides of the game where you can guarantee, or not necessarily the game, just any prop, any event where you can guarantee yourself money.
Well, I bet both sides of the game, and it's never a fucking guarantee. I can tell you that. It's quite the opposite, but it's fun.
This way you can lock it in. The problem with this, Rob, is I know that you know, is that if you get limited, you need basically all of the books to make this worth your while. And you need to be able to get down substantial cash, which is very difficult on player props where most of this stuff exists. And if you get limited at one place, and that's the one with all of the bad lines all the time, it becomes harder to do. But I know a bunch of people that do this. Like even some of my friends started doing it, and they're just like, yeah, I make like an extra $200 a week. It's fun.
Oh, that's cool.
A lot of people like the idea of what's called, it's like risk-free betting. Now, there's a little bit of risk involved because you have to be able to bet those lines kind of simultaneously because sometimes one will move. But that appeals to a lot of people. There's like you just basically can't lose money if you do it properly. For me, I just like when you're finding an ARB, usually one of those two sides is good, and you don't really need to ARB the other side. One of them is just off market, so I would prefer to bet that way. But I also know a lot of people who ARB and they make extra side cash pretty regularly, and they don't have to go to bed at night after like a big time losing day where they only played one side of it.
Can I just say something quickly? I need to. If you can guarantee me an extra 200 or 300 with this ARB shit, I'm in. I'm in totally because that knocks down like a cable bill, a couple other things. You know what I mean? Almost half a mortgage payment. So yes, if we need to work on this further, but that's another time and another place, and we will talk off air about this because it sounds like something I need.
Yeah. So the SharpStack app, Rob, has it in real time. So the odds will actually adjust. Like even when I was just looking at it, that plus 140 went to plus 135 very quickly. I guess people were doing that in real time on one side of it. So the SharpStack app, 4for4.com/Mayo, it has all of this stuff in it. I'm very excited. I previewed it on both of the Thursday Night Football and Friday Night Football preview shows if people want to go take a look at that. For over a century, Johnnie Walker has shared its bold spirit with the game of golf. Now, crafted with Devereux Golf, Johnnie Walker introduces the Johnnie Walker Blue Label-inspired Sunday Golf Bag, elevating the game with sleek design, Blue Label hues, and refined gold accents. Celebrate your hole-in-one with a premium Sunday bag crafted by Devereux Golf. Submit proof of your achievement to johnniewalker.com/blue-in-1. Please drink responsibly. Are you ready for some football? If not, Chubby's is ready to help you with their NFL collection. Whether you're tailgating, grilling, riding the highs and lows from the game from your couch, Chubby's has officially licensed NFL gear to keep you looking like an ultimate fanatic. Now, for me, I just really personally love Chubby's because they come in 3 different lengths, which are perfect for me. I like to show a lot of leg. And I'm not a super tall guy. So if I end up getting a small, they come out below my knees and I look like I'm trying to be Eminem from the late 90s, which is not really the look that I'm going for here. And they have some bold designs for the NFL, but I like my monochromatic shorts when I'm going out. Show off some nice tan, some nice legs, and boom, we are looking good out there. For a limited time, use my exclusive code MAYO for $10 off at chubbyshorts.com/Mayo. Yes, that includes the NFL collection. Let the thighs out and the good times roll. This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. Give online therapy a try at betterhelp.com/Pat Mayo and get on your way to being your best self. Sometimes we turn to some funny places for support, but not everyone's a therapist. Not everyone is the one. Find your right match with BetterHelp. I've turned to some weird places to solve my life's problems. Have you ever texted like a big buddy group chat? Yeah, that's probably not the best idea. What you need to do is actually talk to a quality therapist. And BetterHelp therapists work according to a strict code of conduct and are fully licensed in the United States. It's also completely online. You can pause your subscription whenever you need to and switch therapists anytime at no extra cost. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Find the one with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/Pat Mayo. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Pat Mayo. Gold picks for week 1 of the NFL season. I'm coming out with the biggest chalk on the board, or at least the biggest spread on the board. Rob, you let me know what you think about this. I know where Cam's going to rest because he loves his Titans, but I think Denver annihilates the Titans in this game. The Titans are just the really shitty version of Denver.
So I tend to agree with you. It's not a game that I've bet this week because I personally, I like to bet more with knowns, and I don't know what Cam Ward is going to be in the NFL. I just know that this is probably the worst possible starting point for a rookie quarterback on the road at Denver. Big home field advantage for them in September, early in the year, with the best defensive personnel in the entire league. I see that as a recipe for disaster for them. So personally, I made this game roughly around 9. I would tend to agree with you, Pat. It's not one that I bet, though, but I completely understand all the reasons that someone would think the Broncos would smoke the Titans this week.
I just fail to see, Cam, how the Titans get to 14 points in this game. Maybe I'm just dead wrong. Cam Ward is the number 1 pick. He's awesome. But we spoke about this on the spread show a little bit, that I think in our minds we have, remember that big Cam Newton game in his first ever game? I think he threw for 400 yards. I feel like that just sticks out in everyone's mind when you hear about first overall pick, that most of these rookie quarterbacks are terrible for the first few weeks.
You said it. Like, no, and I'm not betting Tennessee. Like, this can get away from them very quickly. Because if you're Denver, even if Bo Nix isn't perfect, field goals, turnovers, setting themselves up, it's a horrible place to play. And then they get down over a couple possessions. He starts putting up the ball. This guy threw picks in college. Let's remember, despite all the great things Cam Ward did, he also made some bad decisions. So he's kind of like one of those guys. You'll make fantastic plays, but you'll also go, what the hell were you looking at? So I would actually lean Denver in this spot. I don't love the game. I'm with Pizzola, but I'm not taking the Titans. I told you guys, I've changed.
I think the people that are optimistic about Tennessee this year, Pat, are people who looked at last year, and I mean, they didn't cover any spreads because Will Levis gave away so many games. But if you look at just the box scores, right, and you remove turnovers from the equation, Tennessee was a very competitive team last year. Like, they outgained 10 of their 17 opponents. They were better in terms of their overall profile than their record indicated, because their quarterback would throw a pick 6 or a fumble 6 every single game, back-breaking style. And I think some people feel if that doesn't happen regularly this year, then they'll be more competitive. And they might be. They probably will be. But this is like a hornet's nest, in my opinion, week 1, to have to face this defense on the road for your first NFL start. So I'm with you.
You were not here for the win totals draft, so Jared and Dayton drafted your team for you, which I heard that you got some nice comments of you got the best team, which is great.
I think I do got the best team somehow. I mean, they're not even regulars, and they're drafting better than you guys. You guys need to be ashamed of yourselves.
Hey, Cuss picked...
Shut the fuck up. I won last year, and I don't do many things right, so get it together.
That was the comeback for the ages, by the way.
Yeah,
last year, Cam. I thought I had that field.
I'm allowed to win one thing. I get mocked all the time.
Unfortunately, my teams were so good, they rested all their starters in the final week of the year. And
got to think about that going into the final week of the season when your team's too good. They're resting guys. That's why shit teams get it done.
Cust picked Tennessee to win the AFC South, Rob, and then they went undrafted in our win totals draft.
Yeah. I mean, he's like, if you're going to do stuff like that, at least, take a stance at some point and take them in the win totals draft. But listen, I don't think it's that far-fetched, honestly. The division every team could suck in the division, or they could be good. I think it's just a really wide open division, but they need elite quarterback play in order to win it. And I don't know about that with rookie year one.
Well, Cam, let's go to you. Do you have a gold selection for week one?
After my friend, I'd like Rob to go first, actually. I'd like to go like where I should be. Third, last. You go, Rob, right in the middle.
I mean, I would have preferred if you went first.
I'm just saying, you and Pat are doing. You have so many arbs and everything else going on in your lives. Why don't you just tell me what to do?
Okay,
would you like me to make my silver pick before you guys go? Is that what you guys want me to do?
Actually,
wait a second. Are we instilling the same rules as last year where we have no overlap?
Oh, here we go.
Overlap.
Here we go.
No overlap.
No. I got to.
If it's no overlap, I'm going first.
You can pick whoever you want. Rob and I will make different picks.
I just don't understand why we can't do things together.
Because it's a show about content. We're supposed to talk about games, different games.
We are, but we can agree on something.
Listen, Rob just said, I like Denver -8 with you. That's fine. Now Denver -8's off the board for him.
Fair enough. Just go, Rob. I'll get used to this maybe in the next 10
Okay. You might as well start with one of the most disgusting bets of the entire year.
Cleveland.
I'm going to go with the Browns as
well. There we go. I knew it.
Listen, I think the Browns are going to be terrible this year, but I think that will happen as the year goes on, personally. So, first of all, week one, divisional games tend to be play a little bit closer. Historically speaking, I think there's a lot of familiarity between the teams, and that's why it matters. This Browns defense has pretty consistently given Joe Burrow a lot of problems over the course of his career because they're very good at generating pressure. But the Bengals defense is just so bad. Like, unless Flacco shows up as like the completely washed version where they're just dead out of the gate, I think he can have some success against a very bad secondary. That's what he did last year. And if you look at the last couple of years against pass defenses that were bottom 10 in the league, his EPA per dropback is through the roof. So I like a lot of matchup advantages for them. I think David Njoku can own the middle of the field against this Bengals defense. I just think it's too many points, honestly. I think Cincinnati's pretty overrated in market. People just expect them to flip a switch. How are you going to flip a switch when you can't stop anything on one side of the ball, which was the case for them last year? So too many points. Give me the Browns. I actually think they're live to win this game.
I like the money line too. So if you go to coolbet.com right now, you need to be in Canada, outside of Ontario. You hit the description, you can get a nice juicy deposit bonus over there. Fastest payouts in the biz as well. The Browns are +5 there right now, -109, Rob, +200 on the money line. Are you seeing a better line than 5?
I see some 5.5 -110 right now.
Okay, so 5.5 will be your number. I love Cleveland both this year. I like them this week. I like them on the money line. Actually, if you go to the PME exclusives tab on CoolBet at the moment, you will get a +150 on over 5.5 wins for the Cleveland Browns. Maybe that's optimistic, but
you know what, Pat? Like if you're gonna do stuff like that, just take the alternate lines. Like if you're gonna play over 5.5 on Cleveland, go stupid. Go over 7.5. Go over 10.5. Like there's so much like if Cleveland's not, they're probably gonna be dog shit, or they're really gonna surprise some people. I'm not saying they can't finish with 5 or 6 wins around there, but people should really utilize these alternate lines a lot more.
So, Cam, this is the one thing I'll throw out to you. It's the Browns and Giants, I think, are the big two this week. Publicly backed underdogs. How do you feel about that?
It sucks because Rob knows I like the Browns and I like the Giants. I love the Giants. It was gonna be my gold or silver pick. Let's just, you know what, Pat? And I got problems. We'll test the theory. If they don't cover, if both these dogs don't cover as public dogs, then we got to fucking have a new strategy. It's week one.
Yeah.
I like the Giants. I love their front seven. I think the Washington Commanders, a lot of people love them. Mixed bag. People think they're going to be great. People think they're going to be, not as good. I don't think that they can win by margin in this game. I think the Giants, if Russell Wilson doesn't fuck up, they can just hang. Don't do dumb things. No turnovers in the red zone. Divisional game. Play them tough. What am I getting? 6?
I got 5 right now. Where's the 6 at?
I only got a 5.5.
I got some 6.
You got 6, Rob?
All right,
You'll
so
you'll get me
Giants,
See, I'm not begging this year. Not begging.
No, listen, you
Don't
ask where the
beg.
market's at. That's where Rob is.
Ooh,
Actually,
I
you know
want
what?
a
You know what?
6. Could I get a 7? No, I can
cannot
only
get a
get a
7.
6, but I'll take a 6 with the G-Man.
Let's see here. I'm on actually that's another nice thing about the Sharp Stack app, 4for4.com/Mayo. Get that free week and then the 25% off. It has like the entire prop screen up there as well. So let's see. We got Giants best in market. Sorry, that's total. Let's go to spread. Let's see. +6, -112 at DraftKings right now. Is that what you're seeing?
That's fine.
Hey,
I'll take it.
you know what? You know what? How about this? ESPN Bet has a 6.5, and Circa Cam has a 6.5 at -110 right now.
You're gonna give me this shit. I'll take it.
Listen,
Thank you.
it's an available book. It's not like Stevie from behind the car over there is offering me 6.5. It's a place where you can go and bet.
My street books sometimes have,
Yeah, I could load up Buckeye, Ace. I could load up all the PPH accounts for Cam as well, so you can find the best possible number on the planet.
Thank you, Rob. I appreciate that. My database doesn't have that information. I don't know what yours is doing, but fuck, it's got a lot of info in there. I don't know how you guys feel about the Giants, but they are a public dog, and it's very concerning. Cleveland will not be as much of a public dog as the Giants.
No, because there's an awful lot of stink on those brownies in Cleveland.
Yeah.
But I would take a look at it. I mean, one of the reasons that I like the Giants this year, Rob, is maybe you get something out of Dart midseason that he overperforms expectations. They're a lot like the Patriots last year, except I think their defensive line is really good, and they have one of the best receivers in football, which can really cover up a lot of problems. If I'm playing this game, it's not that I dislike the Giants, it's just I could see them losing by 40 to the Commanders as well. If this game is a game midway through the first half, let's say we're 7 minutes into the second quarter and it's like a 3-point game, I'll probably go live bet the Giants to win.
Yeah, listen, listen, it's any NFL game a team can get blown out. And if the Giants got blown out, it's not going to surprise me. The Giants, listen, they have some talent, definitely a defensive line, front seven on defense is solid, but I think they're going to struggle with quarterback play all year. And it's Jaden Daniels against Russell Wilson. The thing with Washington, though, is they have this resume where you would see a ton of regression, right? Like they had 87% fourth down conversion rate last year, best in NFL history. They played a schedule where they faced the highest rate of backups and low tier quarterbacks last year. Like that luck is not necessarily going to repeat. And their defense was horrible from an EPA perspective, bottom 5. So I think it's too many points as well. I really do. I think there's just a lot when you look at the Commanders, probably a season where they come back down to earth a little bit, unless Jaden Daniels is truly that elite quarterback, which is possible. But no, 6 is too much, I think, in this game.
All right. Well, let's take another look at the silver picks. Cam, would you like to lead this one off? You said it would be your gold or silver. That leads me to believe that you have one in the chamber.
I got, as usual, I'm having problems with 3 minerals. I'd like to take 5 or 6, but these are things that you guys want to hit me over the head with, and I really can't blame you, but I find it hard narrowing down 3 games. Give me the Jacksonville Jaguars as my silver pick. I'm going against Cam's Cats. Can I get a 3?
I don't see a 3. I see 3.5s everywhere.
3.5 plus 100 is the best number in this game.
Okay, I'm just asking.
No juice. You wouldn't have to pay juice on that, which is,
Do you guys like the Jags?
Nope.
I do.
I'm taking the Jags. Don't care. -3. I also like the Ravens against the Bills, but what am I going to do? See, this is the problem. Narrowing it down.
You just made your silver pick. You got time to think about it.
Yeah, it's okay, Cam.
You'll
get the portion. You'll get the portion at the end of the show where you can give out the remaining 9 picks.
It's not a fucking act. I find it impossible to narrow down 3 picks.
I don't have any.
I write down 6, and I don't want to pick the wrong ones because one of them is going to fucking lose, and I always pick the one that fucks up. God, I want to take the Ravens so bad too.
Maybe save that for the bronze one, Rob. But here's the thing with Jacksonville. I just, unless it's against the Saints, I don't think they should be 3.5-point favorites over anyone. They're not that good.
Yeah,
I think that's fair. Listen, for me, I'm expecting Jacksonville to have a step up this year because I really like Liam Cohen.
Pure question for you, because I hear it all the time. Liam Cohen, he's going to take this offense to a new level. Everyone really likes Liam Cohen. Mm-hmm. Maybe it was Baker Mayfield and the great receivers they had with 2 consecutive offensive coordinators who got head coaching jobs.
I don't know. Like Canales put Baker in a lot of 3rd and longs. I did think like they overcame that for sure. And I think Baker is better than people give him credit for. Listen, that's on the table. It's within the realm of possibility that Trevor Lawrence is just not good. And if that's your opinion, that's fine. For me, I like Jacksonville's offense a lot more this year. I also hate Carolina's offensive line going into week 1. They downgraded their left tackle, Ike Ekwonu, to doubtful. Robert Hunt is questionable to play at right guard. Like both their guards are on the injury report. So to me, you have 3 of 5 players on the offensive line for week 1 that are, questionable to play in some capacity. And I don't really like that for Carolina at all. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I just think Jacksonville can dominate the trenches on defense. I make this game like closer to 4.5 than 3.5.
All right, Cam, I'm jumping on board with your boys, the Carolina Panthers. I think that
just
they're
the
gonna
wrong week.
surprise
Don't worry. The Panthers are still a very good cat and friend.
I will be
friendly
betting the Panthers
but
many times this year as well.
Right now, I've switched cats. The Jaguar has just been nicer to me in the offseason. The Panthers he's let me down. He fucking ate my food. Like the Jaguar is like my buddy. He's going to be cool this year. Rob's apparently got a Jaguar too. He likes this. I think this team is going to be a lot better than people think. I think Trevor Lawrence is going to have a bounce back year. I think the receiving core is dynamic. Thomas is going to be amazing. And I think Hunter will do better than people think too. So I'm on Jacksonville.
Who would win an actual fight between a Jaguar and a Panther? What are the size of these cats?
I think Panthers would probably win the fight. I think they're a little bit Jaguar. Is a Jaguar quicker than a Panther? Or that's a good question.
Cheetah's the quickest, right? I don't know what
I think a tiger would probably beat anybody because he's mean. Like he's like the king of a lion, but lions are maybe older and slow.
Well, according to ChatGPT, a jaguar is stronger and has a more powerful bite than a black panther because the black panther is a melanistic black-furred jaguar or leopard.
Well, great. The AI says take the Jaguars.
The AI says Jaguars would win. I've confirmed on ChatGPT as well.
Artificial intelligence says silver pick, Jaguar. Let's go, Johnny. Paul Panther.
When are we going to get a ChatGPT version of Family Feud, Rob, where you have to beat the computer?
That would kind of suck the life out of it, though. Like part of Family Feud is everybody saying "good answer," when it's obviously a shit answer.
Or adding everyone's IQ to about 46. Fucking the dumbest.
Great answer. It's like obviously not a good answer. Yes,
oh God, some of these people, their answers, I'm like, man, you're fucking pretty. Like, I do dumb shit, but they take it to levels of incompetence that I've never seen.
It's almost like they make you write an IQ test, and if you're like above under average, 50, like you're out.
You're in. Yeah. Under 50, true. Welcome to the feud. And Harvey's like another guy too. Like this guy, he'd show up to the opening of a fucking envelope, Steve Harvey, for God's sakes. But anyway, I got enough problems with celebrities. I don't want to fucking mock anybody anymore. They come back to haunt me. But anyways, I wish I had that guy's bankroll. Like imagine being a host of that show, how fucking easy that show is to do.
How many do you think that they record in a day?
I'm thinking about probably a week's worth. I think 5.
4 or 5.
The over-under is 4.5. Yeah, I used to do shows like that. Rob knows. Remember Out of Bounds with John Oakley, Rob with the midget and shit like that. We did 6 a day. And it's probably I'm thinking 4.5 is a good total for Family Feud tapings. I don't know what you guys think.
AI has solved the question here, and they say they record 4 to 6 episodes.
Hey, that was a very good line. Winner.
You know what, Cam? You have a future as an odds maker, I think.
Yeah.
Get out of content. Start some odds on props. Most random.
How many shows does Family Feud tape in a fucking week? Between 14. That was my answer. Yes. No, but because Rob, the only reason that's my answer is because I've done fucking shows where we tape and you try to do that's the number. Yeah. Because after 6, you're like, fuck off. Like we've already done enough. Like 4 is a little, it's a good zone, good buffer.
I remember Jaguars. When there was one of the first year I was at Fantasy, obviously Fight Network was there too, but there was some sort of big Fight Network thing going on, and all of the hosts in the entire building were gone on location somewhere. So the only on-air host left in the building was me, and they had to tape all of these bumpers. So I spent 7 hours in the studio reading off a prompter, and they needed all these throw clips to break for all their different shows. And no one on this network had seen me before. So I spent 7 hours reading like 10-second lines off a prompter. It was horrible.
It could get annoying. Yeah. No, trust me. After a while, just like, it's just like fucking hit. It's like Chinese water torture. Enough.
Silver pick, Rob.
What do you got, Rob?
I'm going to take the Texans +3 silver.
Interesting.
I played the Rams team total under, so I haven't really bet this, but this is, I think like the Rams got bet earlier this week on the news that their left tackle, Alaric Jackson, is going to play. The combination of left tackle and quarterback in Matt Stafford missing a ton of preseason has me extremely concerned against one of the best defensive game planners in football in DeMeco Ryans. Like, I'm not a DeMeco Ryans fan as a head coach. I think he makes a lot of suboptimal in-game decisions, but I think he gets that defense ready to play every single game. And I think the Rams are going to struggle to move the ball on this team. That team can put a lot of pressure on you, disguise a lot of looks. I think there will be a rust factor for the Rams to start the year. I wish I, had a little bit more faith in the Houston offense. I don't think Christian Kirk is going to end up playing in this game, which hurts them a little bit as well because they're not super deep at receiver right now outside of Nico Collins. But overall, at this price, needing the Rams to win by margin in what I project to be a tough game for them to move the ball, I'll take the 3 with Houston.
You're a lot of disrespect for Jaden Higgins there.
Yeah, I mean, but if he's your number 2 going into the year, I think that'd be a challenge. Like, it's not that I dislike the player; it's I dislike where he's playing in the lineup. And then you look further down the lineup, it's like Xavier Hutchinson, Justin Watson, I don't know, Jalen Noel, I think is the as well. So I don't know. It's not a great core, but this is more of a fade the Rams offense in the early going type of bet.
So if that is true, and we don't know that for sure, that Christian Kirk is going to be out for this game, and a lot of the props have been pulled on Jaden Higgins, but Bet365 right now has receiving yards for Jaden Higgins at 16.5, and if you're in Florida, Rob, 15.5 at Hard Rock.
I would say go and bet that over immediately. Yeah. If Christian Kirk does play, he will be extremely limited.
Who do you like in the over, Rob? Which guy?
Jaden Higgins.
Jaden Higgins will be the number 2 for Houston. Just bet that over. I feel very strongly Kirk will not play, but even if he does, I don't see that him getting a ton of snaps. So I love that over right now.
Yeah, I mean, even if Kirk plays and was full, like that would be like I feel like that's a coin toss.
Yep, totally agree.
So yeah, that's at Bet365 and Hard Rock right now. Again, the Sharp Stack app, Cam, coming through for me.
Hey, looking good, guys, looking good. I already have regrets, and it's week 1. I almost want to change my gold pick.
No,
but
we're not.
You've heard that movie before.
We're not doing that.
I know. Okay.
Okay. So my silver pick coming into this was written down as Cleveland +5.5. So that's off the table. For me, I got 3 other dogs that I like, and I'm probably going to use. Actually, I have 4 dogs that I like, and nothing is really sticking out to me that much. I mean, I almost felt like, maybe this is just a teaser play I'll do, just go Denver, Arizona, double tease and just call it a week. But I really like the Raiders against the Patriots.
So do I.
I think the Patriots
love the Raiders. That was going to be my gold, my substitute.
I do not understand the public's infatuation with the Patriots whatsoever. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, I get it, but the same reasons that you might like the Patriots are the same reasons I think you might like Vegas, because like both these teams are going from the worst coaches I've ever seen in my life to coaches that are actually competent. I think people are really optimistic about Vrabel, and they put him. I agree. I think he's put on like this pedestal of elite coaches, and I don't believe that he actually is. So I'm with you guys on this one. Like I don't see much separating the two teams. Let's put it that way.
I do. I actually see a bunch separating these two teams. One has a way better offense than the other. That would be Vegas. One has a way better defensive line than the other. That would be Vegas.
Well, okay. So way better offense. I would normally agree.
Come on.
Well, no. Listen, I think that there's a large enough sample of Gino's career now to understand that he is infinitely better indoors than he is outdoors. So that I have some concerns about that.
The weather's perfect in New England. It's fucking still nice.
I understand,
outside.
but it's the field surface. It's a lot of things at play. It's not just like the cold or anything like that. But and I would honestly be concerned that Pete Carroll runs the ball like 7,800 times in this game as well.
Good news. I heard they drafted a generational running back.
Well,
that's bullshit.
But we've heard that a million times before. How many
will
of these
be
guys?
okay?
You know what? The last few, I would say that although it's weird when teams do it and pick a running back like inside the top 15 in the draft.
Yeah.
I think like each of the past 5 guys that have done that have all been really good.
Yeah, I think it's gotten a lot better recently. There still are like the standout busts, like the Trent Richardsons and of the world and stuff like that. Yeah.
I want to guess your 4 dogs. I want to guess your 4 dogs.
Yeah. Hit me.
I got another one for you.
Yeah, well,
Miami.
I have 4.
Miami.
Yeah, Miami's definitely one.
You're damn right it is. Now, Pizzola, you do number 3 and 4. We're going to pick all of his dogs right now. There's 2 left.
I'm not good at I'm good at projecting what you like, Cam. For Pat, I think
What are
it's
you talking about? Like, no, we were doing fine. We get the Family Feud. We hit the bumper. We're doing it all right now. So let's get it right. Pick it.
I don't know what his other dogs are going to be.
Well, think about it. You know, Pat. Think about what he likes.
Cam, why don't you guess? You want to guess? You guess.
Yeah, okay, I will.
With this guessing game that you just brought on me all of a
No,
sudden.
because Lord, I'm trying to have fucking fun. Okay, I'm trying to make it fun.
Okay.
Are we having fun?
I mean,
We're having
we
fun.
were until you just started.
Detroit Lions is your 3rd pick.
Correct.
Oh fuck!
You're one away from all the money, Cam. Cam, do you want to take the deal or no deal?
Actually, I'd take the money at this situation. I got to pay my mortgage, and my house is a dump.
Here's the thing, though. You could, if you had the money, you could hedge at even money. But since I'm giving you a live cash out, it's only like 10% of that.
God, man, I know your final game too. Oh God, it's so hard. No, you can't do that game.
I can't think of what the last one could be here. These are
I know what it is. I think it is the Seattle Seahawks.
Okay, Cam, when we did the win total show, who was the one team that I hated?
Oh, yeah.
I think
that's why I took the money. I did the smart thing.
You lost all the money.
I think the Falcons
Bears?
would be the one.
Rob nailed it.
Falcons?
Yeah.
Huh, that would have.
There we go.
I would. I know. I thought you.
Up,
But no.
man.
See, there's a reason, Pat. I didn't take the Falcons because you're like fucking Bob Buck. You
Oh, yeah.
love the Buccaneers.
I love the Bucks and I hate the Falcons. I just think this number's wrong.
Yeah.
Frank Falcon. I like your style. I kind of like the Falcons this week too. I lean that way.
So
By the way, Vegas +3 is my silver selection.
I fucked up. I should have.
Yeah,
went with
you know
that
what?
So Pat couldn't use it, and now I have to pay.
I'm on it too.
Yeah.
God, man. I want
Man,
to
if
get rid of
Christian
the
Gonzalez
Giants.
doesn't play as well for the Patriots, oh my God, man.
Yeah, and listen, even if he does play, like you said, like if he's playing at 70%, then now you've lost. You don't have a fully capable. And sneaky thing, who is Christian Gonzalez cover? Like the way that the Raiders' offense is constructed, I think I mean, depending on what you think about Henderson and how good that he can be, I feel like he's a bit of an unknown right now. Versus at least with Genty, maybe as Cuss would say, Henderson's already better than Genty because apparently Genty sucks.
I got something for you. And please, I think you're going to hate it, but I got to throw it out there. Can we do a mineral where we split the picks? You do 2 picks, like half a unit and half a unit?
Cam,
So we have 2?
You can do whatever you want.
So Cam
So I
wants to
actually
get,
do 4.
He
I
wants
want because I want the Raiders
Half
and I want the Ravens as my bronze pick.
We're not even there yet, but sure, you can do that. It makes it easier for tracking if we just make 3 picks.
You're
each.
right, though. But I just have a feeling one of the.
You know, we can give the Cam parlay at the end. You can have your own segment.
Okay. No. But we we do it. We're a team. We do a teaser.
No, but like part of what makes this show the way it is you have to suffer in getting it down to 3 picks. You have to. That's part of the decision-making process here.
You're right.
You know,
you're absolutely correct.
It's
I
great
just
when
I have a problem with it, and this has been going on for 20 fucking years. Like I can't shake it. Like
I sit
want
here
to say
listening
I
to you
love
guys
these
talk
games.
the entire show. I'm staring at an odd screen. I have no idea who I'm going to pick, and then I'm put on the spot.
Don't you like Miami? Do you like Miami?
Can I just please ask the question I've been trying to ask for 5 minutes?
Yes.
Rob, who are the 3 best offensive skill players in this game, and what team are they on?
In this particular game, New England and Las Vegas?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's tough to say.
The 3 best, I mean, I take quarterbacks
obviously
out.
the tight end of the Raiders.
It's
I'm going to say Brock Bowers.
It's Bowers,
Ashton
Myers,
Genty.
and Genty.
Maybe not. I think Diggs at this career.
Oh,
most
come.
teams,
Diggs is fucking washed.
he is, but like Jacoby Myers is not a number 1.
He's
Let's
not a number
talk
1,
about
but
the worst
Brock
number
Bowers
one.
is their number 1. But what I'm saying is that if Myers isn't a number 1, you're right. If you put him on the Patriots right now, he'd be their number 1.
Close.
I'm going to tell you something though. That Trevion Henderson will be amazing. That kid
Sure,
was amazing.
maybe. Will he be as good as Genty?
Yeah, in my opinion. No, I'm going to make a bold statement right now. I think Henderson's going to have a better career than Genty.
You and Cust have the same opinion.
Oh, for God, fucking, it's never ends.
Time to
go down, but I do agree with Cust on the KFC pickle fucking routine. Like, it's ridiculous.
Well, tune in
and I love
live.
pickles. I love pickles, but not on everything. Like, what is wrong with these fucking people and their ideas? Leave shit the same. Like, enough. Stop fucking with food. Stop fucking with it. Like, I don't want bananas and cherries and fucking. I'll just leave it. Like peanut butter and jam.
You don't have to eat it. No one's shoving it down your throat.
It's stupid though, because you're changing recipes on things that are better to implement fucking dumb ideas. That's all I'm saying. Cust is right.
Well, Cust is going to be eating it live on the Sunday night show.
I'll eat it, but I'm just saying you don't need to change a whole menu. Ron knows I'll eat shit.
Whole menu. They added something. They added
one item.
So you're telling me that? But so you can't get chicken out of the barrel that tastes like pickles?
You can.
That's fucking dumb.
You can still get you can still get the same chicken you always bought too.
But Custer's right. You do sliced pickles on your fucking chicken sandwich with shitloads of mayo. That's a sandwich.
What does it matter if you don't want to eat it?
Yeah. If I send you the pickled chicken to your house today,
I'd fucking go wild.
Then it's a good idea. Then people are eating it. It's not like people are disgusted and repulsed by this.
What I'm trying to say is you're investing a whole bunch of money into a revolution like pickle thing that you just have like a little bit of the stuff. You don't have to change like the pickle menu.
You know, at one point in time, McDonald's said we're gonna add another patty and we're gonna make this a Big Mac. And look what fucking happened for them. That was revolutionary at the time. No one had.
I actually would approve that idea. By the way, the Big Mac's like the size of my fucking it's like.
Well, sure. I'm not talking, but I'm just saying. Like there's sometimes innovation in the food space where new things come along and they turn out to be a big hit.
Oh, I agree.
Maybe Tim Hortons lasagna is a bad idea, but there's other good ideas.
Tim Hortons lasagna. That stuff would suck shit. Yeah, try serving that in Woodbridge. You'll get fucking murdered. Anyway, enough of the pickles. What do we got?
Bronze picks.
Okay.
So, Rob, if you want to go first, I'm between Detroit, Atlanta, and Miami for my bronze.
Yeah, see, I like one of those, but I'm not going to use them. So you could go ahead, Pat, if you or I can. I don't know. I'm just.
Give me the Raiders. Give me the Raiders. Give me the Raiders, and we're allowed to have the same picks.
Yeah,
I want to take Baltimore, but I'll make the Raiders my final selection. Thank you.
And we'll talk about that game in a second. We'll talk about the Baltimore Bills game. I mean, I liked the Ravens in the game, but that's me. But
so do I.
It's the Ravens in the regular season against the Bills. Take the Ravens.
You got it, Pontiac.
But I'm considering, and this might just look so foolish when I've just lost all my money on Sunday. But I like Miami like -9.5, -10. I think Miami rolls them. So I'll take Miami.
Agreed.
Plus, let's see what the best, let's go to SharpStack, 4for4.com/Mayo, find the best number on the market. 1.5 at DraftKings, 1.5 at FanDuel, 1.5 at ESPN Bet. Okay, 1.5 it is for Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Pinnacle has it at -1, by the way.
I hate Miami personally this year, but this Indianapolis being favored, you want to talk about a shit show worse than the pickle revolution? Like this team, what are these guys going to do here? Like I
actually think this is going to be the
trap of the week.
No. Miami could win the game. I think Daniel Jones will be much better in this offense than people think.
Maybe.
I do. That's it. That's interesting.
I think Steichen is a really good
I've defended since we've known each other, but that's okay.
Like I literally think at the end of the year, Daniel Jones could have a better season than Trevor Lawrence and CJ Stroud. Wow. I truly believe that.
I'm not even going to yell at you.
He could also be benched in week 3. That's very much within the realm of possibility. I like the pairing with Steichen quite a bit. I think, listen, DJ is what he is at this point in his career, but I could see him having a season like he did under Brian Daboll the first time around as well.
So the way that I would look at it, it's not so much a play against the Colts. The Colts are fine.
Yeah.
And maybe they will have a bit of offense with Daniel Jones, but I don't love their pass catchers. Maybe Michael Pittman got a bacchiotomy in the offseason. He can function as a real NFL receiver again. Josh Downs is essentially the crappy version of Wes Welker. Jonathan Taylor's getting up there. He's still very good.
Yep.
And I think that Daniel Jones will be able to open up running lanes for him. Miami's defense sucks, so they should be able to move the ball properly. Daniel Jones might give it to you a few times, which is helpful. I just look at the other side of the ball. Indy's defense is all right, it's pretty good. But this is a full strength. Even A-Chain looks like he's going to be fine now to play. A full strength Miami offense, Rob, is a good offense.
Oh, I agree with you. And when you look at where the Colts struggled last year, one of the biggest challenges for them was receiving yards allowed to opposing running backs. And HN is like a top 10 target rate running back. They'll feed him out of the backfield regularly. Colts struggle to tackle those guys in open field. So I can see that. I think there's a path to Miami scoring at will in this game. I personally just make the game a pick 'em. I think it's a toss-up. I might be a little bit higher on Indy than some people, but I understand, like, I'm not betting this, and I understand the reason someone would take Miami.
What, guys, is going to be the trap of the week? Is it the Steelers-Jets game?
I think it's going to be Giants Washington. I think that we'll see again. Like I said, if that game ends up being like close, 25
That's why I
minutes
wanted
in,
to change.
I like the Giants. The problem is if Washington just jumps out 14-0, I feel like it's over for the Giants.
I don't really like believe in the trap game type of thing, but I don't know a single person who's going to lay the points of the Green Bay against Detroit.
Yeah, that's why I stayed away from it.
You like Green Bay, Rob?
I don't like. I think this is the right price in the game. But I don't know a single person that's gonna take Green Bay in that game. Like amongst my friend group or whatever, it's the Lions getting points. You got to take it in that scenario. And I could see the Lions struggle. Like people are like, oh, it's lazy analysis. Oh, Rob, lazy analysis. The Lions lost both their coordinators in the offseason. I think that is going to have an impact on them early on in the year. They lose an offensive genius. They lose Aaron Glenn as well on the defensive side of the ball. I think where the Lions will be way better is their defense because they're going to be healthier. They're getting players back. But I could see the offense really struggling. And it's not just that. They lost players on the interior of the offensive line as well. So to me, that's like, I don't believe in the word trap necessarily, but that number is going to have like pretty one-way action on Detroit, I would think.
I would agree. And you can get under 47.5, I think is probably the better side in that game than either of the actual sides.
I'm with you on that. I agree.
I'm looking at it right now, and I've been kind of calling this out all week, so I guess they've heard me and been like, Pat's a moron, so we're going to drop the number. But on Underdog right now, code Mayo at Underdog, get yourself a triple deposit bonus right now, which is great. You get the free pick, you get free money for just making a $5 pick-em entry at Underdog, and a deposit bonus of up to $1,000. That's code Mayo. Devin A-Chain, first quarter receiving yards. I know that's a real weird market, Rob, but what do you think that number is?
Oh, I honestly have no idea. I literally have no clue.
It's 2.5.
Yeah. I also looked at Tua rushing yards over, which I believe was 2.5 as well.
Oh God. That's a scary bet.
I know people thought like when he came back from the concussion, like the multiple concussions, that he would just stop running the ball. And it's definitely gone down, but he still takes off. Like if he has opportunity to take off, he'll take off.
I'm trying to figure out like because I'm going to be using the computer system on SharpStack to like make more of my educated plays. That was the system that I was winning all the WNBA props with.
Yeah,
love the WNBA.
Yeah, that's the one that I was winning it with over the course of. I was beta testing. I was like, this is just printing cash.
Did you see the Chicago Sky? Fuck, man, they murdered it last night. I can assure
you, Cam, I've never seen a second of the WNBA.
Okay, anyway, they're a really shitty team and they won by margin last night. Like,
good for them.
Craziness. Anyway, you're right. This is not a WNBA show.
But with A-Chain, like that A-Chain one just stuck out to me right away because his total for the game is 34.5. Like that's a catch for him against a team like you mentioned, not the greatest at defending, pass catching running backs. That's probably more of a health thing at this point. But like I love Flacco this week and I love Njoku this week. I might just go over and call it a week.
Yeah, I think Njoku has a great matchup.
Me too. I agree with you.
So if we just play that Underdog entry right now, 48.5 receiving yards sound about right to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
is there any games that we didn't touch on? I don't think we touched on Seattle, San Francisco.
Rob hasn't made hasn't made a bronze pick.
A bronze selection.
Okay. Yeah. Listen, I whatever. It's week 1. I don't give a shit. I believe one thing I'm going into the year with is a belief that JJ McCarthy sucks. And I'm going to ride that until I'm proven otherwise. I watched him play in college. I don't think he's going to be supremely impressive. I think the loss of Jordan Addison is big for that offense due to suspension. Jalen Naylor's banged up as well. I will take the Bears on Monday Night Football. I hate doing that because I can see some catastrophic Brian Flores against Caleb Williams type of stuff. He did look confused at times last year, but I'll buy into the fact that Ben Johnson figures out some sort of game plan to move the ball on that Vikings defense like he did last year when it mattered late in the year. And I think the wrong team's favored in the game, honestly. I don't like the Vikings this year. So I will just plant my flag in the sand for week 1 and take another team that I don't like. I wish they weren't playing each other, but Bears it is for me.
Best number I can get you is Pinnacles +2.
Yep.
That's fine.
Confirmed.
Jared, do you want to? I mean, you must feel pretty good that Rob is on your big bet of the week too.
Yeah, I feel so good. That's the most money that I've put on a game so far this week. Apparently,
Well, you like the Bears?
Yeah, Caleb had great games against the Vikings twice, and Ben Johnson, like you said, Rob, had great games against the Vikings twice. It's great.
Caleb is actually pretty good when blitzed, and people don't realize it. So it kind of works into his favor to be blitzed pretty regularly. They upgraded the O-line quite a bit in the offseason. I mean, listen, the Bears are a high variance team because Caleb might just suck. It's possible. I know he's first overall pick, but he stunk last year. Maybe the change at head coach doesn't do anything for him, but I don't know. I think the Vikings are so overhyped. I really do. We'll see. McCarthy on the road, Monday Night Football to start his career. Seems like a tough one for me.
Love it.
I like it. Like that a lot. So what are the other games, the extra games you wanted to talk about, Cam?
Everything else we haven't talked about. Seattle, San Francisco, opinions, and Jets Steelers. Then we're done.
Jets Steelers is a big nothing burger for me. I'm not touching that game.
I just don't understand. Like, the line hasn't moved. Like, this is not our first rodeo. I worry when lines don't move and people, I don't know, one fucking person that's going to walk up to the window and say, I want the Jets.
Hey, we all three of us picked the Jets on the spread show.
I also like the Jets. I would have bet the Jets if Elijah Vera Tucker didn't get hurt this week. I mean, listen, I might still bet the Jets. If he gets to flat 3, okay. Like, Steelers to win by margin has always been a bad bet. Like, and I don't think that's going to change with Rodgers. I honestly don't.
What about the Seahawks and Niners? That's a good game.
Niners. It's not a good game. The Niners roll them. The Seahawks are terrible.
I bet some over in that game. I think there's going to be a lot of explosive plays in that game.
I just have one thing to say, and this is all I'm going to say. I don't give a shit like I'm a fan of this team or whatever. The Seahawks are going to surprise people. That's all.
Surprised by having even worse offensive line than I think.
Come on.
They will surprise Pat.
Let's
have Sam Darnold as a quarterback.
Agree. They're going to surprise Pat. They're going to surprise in that they're going to be picking first overall in next year's draft, and they can find a new quarterback. That's going to be the surprise.
I'm about done here.
Did they trade for Kevin O'Connell too, and Minnesota's offensive line? That would be helpful for Sam.
Ray Zabel was a great draft pick. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
Yeah, but they're throwing him into the fire at guard. Like, yeah, I don't know. That O-line.
Hey, long season. We'll see. They got a better defense than people think.
Yeah,
they're okay. Whatever.
I'll save the producers time for going back to clip this later, and you might as well just clip it right now.
Okay, Rob.
Because
I got some fucking things in my.
I think by week 5 this will do well on social media.
This guy used to fucking hail Daniel Jones is the shittiest quarterback going. Now all of a sudden he's a fucking godsend. And Caleb Williams will suck. Put that in your fucking pipe and smoke.
I mean, I've never been a fan of him since he was crying in his mother's arms in a college. That's a red flag for me if I'm drafting a quarterback. Listen, I get emotion and stuff like that, but
what are you talking about? What's wrong with crying? If I got drafted in the NFL, I'd be fucking bawling my eyes.
Yeah, this was after a loss.
I have a friend that does that. He's 40. Still plays men's soccer. When they lose, he cries on the field.
That's fucking
a little
brutal.
bit.
Like, this guy needs help. Like,
it's still a guy to grow
real
up.
situations. Yeah,
it's a game of recreational soccer.
Yeah, like that's when you know you need your head examined.
All right,
when you get drafted in the NFL and you take care of your family for the rest of your life, that's tears of fucking money.
Yeah. I'm not talking about the draft night. I'm talking about a USC loss. Where
I know. Yeah, you're right.
He was cradled in the stands.
He knows what you're talking about, but he's going to talk about another thing.
Well played.
Anyone else with the Falcons with me?
I'm Frank Falcon.
Lean Falcons. Lean Falcons.
Lean Falcons.
Lean Falcons.
Now we're friends again.
Would anyone put a cent on the Saints?
I'm thinking about it.
I'm not.
No, I'm not.
I am thinking about it long and hard. Maybe this team comes out of the gate hot.
I can already see the back-breaking Spencer Rattler pick 6. When you think there's a chance.
Yeah,
they're like down 10 and they're driving and you're like, here we go. They're coming. And then they're down 17.
You're right, Pat. I got to get teams like this, like Will Levis, fucking mayonnaise boy, like these guys out of my life because they're the ones that'll break your heart and drive you nuts gambling. So just avoid it. Like, I got to be more like you guys. Just
Shaheed, like over 39 and a half yards is probably a good, decent look. Like if I was going to put money on that game.
I like Shaheed a lot.
I like the receiving. If they had a quarterback, Olave, Shaheed, and Cooks is a very fast top 3 receiving core.
Problem with Olave is that he has scrambles for brains every time he gets hit.
I know. It's tough. It's actually tough to see it, but
And
Well, he is on the field this week, though. So he
is, but look at who's throwing on the ball. He's just going to be getting death balls the entire time.
By the way, like how bad is Tyler Shuck that this guy's like 25 years old? He's way older than every other quarterback in the draft, and they're still not going to start him over Spence. Like, what is Spencer Rattler possibly going to be for your organization? I don't understand that at all.
If you weren't going to start him and you drafted him, why didn't you just take Sanders at that point?
I agree. What is the point of drafting an older quarterback if you're not going to start him? I don't understand.
He'll be starting soon enough.
He's got to be. He's got to be. Has to happen.
They're just, you know what it is, Pat? They're just going to throw Rattler in there. If it gets, it's like he has his leash is like, you want to talk about a short leash? It's going to be very quick. Trust me.
Last one is Sunday Night Football. I'm just more excited to watch that game than anything else. If forced to make a pick, I would pick Baltimore, but I don't think I'll be betting on a side or a total here, Rob.
I also lean Baltimore. I think Baltimore's the most complete team in the league. Like if you're at playoffs is a different story. We know how they somehow gag that away every single year, but I think that they're the best team in the league. And I actually don't think it's remotely close right now because a lot of these other teams, Buffalo, KC, Philly, I think you can identify some like severe weak spots in each of their personnel. I don't think Baltimore really has that, other than maybe they don't have like a prolific pass rusher, but they find ways to generate pressure.
Buffalo's got key injuries heading into this game too. It could be very concerning.
Yeah. In the secondary, especially, a lot of the guys have not been practicing. I think Benford and Tre'Davious White, who's
Tre'Davious White might be.
He might play, but
too.
He's gonna.
No, I agree. I mean, it's not. Yeah, I like the Ravens.
Pat, are we doing a teaser this year? Or is
Let's pick our we get to each nominate a teaser leg each.
Mm-hmm.
We can't use Thursday or Friday in these games, although that Philly 8.5 is a pretty juicy teaser number for a 6-point teaser. Let's go. So we got to use Sunday or Monday games. Cam, would you like to nominate the first one?
I'll take the Raiders, please.
Really? That's okay.
Yep.
So Raiders to +9.
Or what was my other one?
I'll take the Jets.
Okay.
This is not where I thought that we were going with this.
This is good. It's different than we thought.
I don't know. I'd like the Jets to not get blown out in this. I don't think the Steelers are like a team that will blow teams out too often.
I would somewhat hedge this with Aaron Rodgers over 3.5 touchdowns.
Yeah,
where he just like, psych, I was actually good this whole time. The Jets.
And that would be a very Jets thing to happen, by the way. Be like the most Jets thing to happen is Aaron Rodgers turns back the clock and has an MVP caliber season.
So Jets +9, Vegas +9. I mean,
I thought you were going to take. I know which one you like, Pat.
Is it my gold pick?
It's something that's in water. Fish.
No, I'm just going to go with what I got to think is the easiest one on the board here. I'm just going to take Arizona down to a 0.5 point.
Okay, no, it's cool. So I guess the public teaser of the week is Arizona and Denver.
I honestly, I think it's Philly. I know we don't talk about the Thursday game, but Philly Denver is going to have a lot of teasers.
Oh, you're right.
A lot.
I actually played a Philly Chargers teaser.
I know what, Pat. I agree with you. I think if Kansas City wins, they win by like 3 or 4, maybe a touchdown tops.
I didn't like the spread in the game, but I do think it's a competitive game.
I agree with you.
Like, it feels like that lands on push a lot of the times. Just Kansas City by 3.
Anyway, just quickly.
Do you want to talk about the week 2 games as well?
No, Rob. No, I was just talking about reverse mortgages.
Don't.
Can we talk about that in week 2? Because I'm thinking about, but you got to be 55, and I'm not there yet. But anyway, we'll talk about that next week. I want to ask some questions, and hopefully you guys have answers.
Just sell your house to me instead.
Well, didn't you say Shag needs to buy a house, or who's buying?
Paul does need to buy a house.
Tell him I'll give it to him real nice.
I don't know if he wants to live in like Toronto proper, like the GTA. He might want to live out in the country. I don't know.
That makes sense.
Cam, why don't you get your real estate license, and then you can save on the commissions when you sell your house.
It's actually, I got a guy, Big Al, and he does it for 1.5%, which is absolutely insane.
Listen, I got in fairness, I bought my house in the stone cold height of the market during COVID, but I got both sides down to 2% by each, so 1% each side.
He's a personal friend, so he's doing it for like basically free.
But you can negotiate those numbers down. They're not locked in.
Oh, I know. I know.
All right, Rob, what's going on at the Hammer?
Forward progress, tons of stuff happening. I actually have my first show there coming up today, later on today, if people want to check it out. But watch-alongs are happening again this year with myself, and Jeff Feinberg joins for a lot of those. Sundays, if you want to catch any content before the game start, pizza buffet with me, 11 a.m. on Sundays. But check out Forward Progress on YouTube. That's where our NFL content is going to live this year. And we have a pretty packed schedule this year, so there'll be something there almost every single day.
Awesome. And Cam, Sports Grid podcast with Morency?
Yeah, every day, Monday to Friday, we break it down. We shake down people. We still talk CFL football during NFL, if you like gambling on everything. But we also do a noon Saturday show for all you guys that are betting college football, noon to 3. We go in game live and we bet the games. We were on Florida State last week. Let's go Seminoles, 14-point dogs against Alabama. Lots of fun.
Like it. Reminder to everyone to play in that Splash Sports 4for4 Pat Mayo Survivor Pool. The link is down in the description right now. You got till Monday to get in, but because it is multiple entries, you can go fire at Philly on Thursday Night Football if you're watching this early. If not, you can still have time to go get in. And the SharpStack app that I talked about is free for 7 days if you go to 4for4.com/Mayo. After that, you get 25% off for the year. And it's not just football, it's all sports. So you can get everything in. And if you get it, you get the full 4for4 fantasy football, daily fantasy football, projections, optimizers, all the tools as a part of that same package. So please go do that now, 4for4.com/Mayo. I'm Pat Mayo. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.
Pat Mayo Experience! Experience!